One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based. What this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Finds his man. It's Richmond. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down in 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Banks. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll try it again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the BYU Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this defense wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
At the 45 on his way. Jumped on top of the pile. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. And BYU will get the 1st down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. At the 35, he's got room. And he picks up the... price he paid after that hit. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hagan. And he hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in and make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go for to throw. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Richmond. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intent.
Lean for the wire, touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 18 over Houston.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's going to run it.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. And they'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell he drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Dead center perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain.
Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Runs through the tackle. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he's in for the touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Bachmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
From the gun, running back on the move. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And his first throw here is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. On the move, it's Morris. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Richmond. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. On the run, still looking. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Moore. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Morris. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Good timing on the quick out. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.